Before they seek answers, they must give a few answers to the nation. And the nation needs to know why did this deal not go through when everything had been done. At the last minute, it was dropped. Why did the deal not go through? Can Congress explain that? Second, can they explain why it was not given to HAL? They should come out candidly. They should explain to the nation. Then only they have the right to ask a question. Why whatever has happened has happened. And most of the time I find they're only throwing out misinformation. They're throwing out made up information only to distract people and for political gains. They're not seeking the truth. They know the truth. That is the problem. As part of ethos, system and norms in the armed forces, periodically you do write to the Prime Minister telling them what exactly is happening. In this particular case, the Prime Minister was apprised of various deficiencies and hollowness when he was briefed. Nothing happened after that. And therefore a letter was written to place it on record. Look here, we are not in a shape in which we should be. Can you please take some action? But I suppose he was surrounded by very wise men. They leaked that. And ultimately they blamed a lower official in the PMO. I find it absolutely ridiculous that a secret letter written by the Chief of Army Staff addressed to the PM can get leaked. More people should have been hanged. There were many reasons. I know the reasons why it was leaked. Somebody wanted to unnecessarily blame me. They tried their best. But the fact is, what have you done for the nation? Aren't you responsible for the security of the nation? Aren't you responsible for ensuring that the armed forces deliver what you ask them to do? Are you able to equip them properly and not run at the last minute? Now, these are some of the things which need to be factored into it. Rafale deal has been on for a very long time. We have been negotiating from 2001 onwards. Trials were done. Aircraft was chosen. Yes, competitors will always try to pull down the other person. In this particular case, Eurofighter has been a competitor. But so were others. But Eurofighter has made a big pitch. Even F-18 was in contention. US has not said anything against Rafale so far. I'm sure if Air Force had chosen F-18, by now we would have had a controversy on F-18. These controversies get generated because there is some interest of some people somewhere. Well, thank you for telling me this, but I think we will, there are wheels within wheels. There are many things which are not clearly seen. Everybody is looking at Rafale, but the gun is being fired by Eurofighter. Somebody is doing it on their behalf. In fact, that is something which the Congress must make it clear. What have they got from Eurofighter? That you are obliquely targeting Rafale just because somebody in Eurofighter has been pitching it for them. I find it very odd. That's why I said, will you please answer this question? Why didn't you do this deal? The deal was there. Last minute you refused. You were giving it to HAL. Why did you not do it? What was it that prevented you? And then to misconstrue, mislead, misinform the nation on facts is, I think, the biggest possible crime.
Hindered such.
See, where the armed forces are concerned, when you sit in the acquisition committee meetings, and Defense Procurement Committee meetings. Proposal comes up, the merits are explained, a decision is taken or not taken, or it is pended for a certain period of time. After that, the armed forces role finishes. After that, it is the civilian bureaucracy and it is the other people concerned who go into it. So I really won't know, but there are question marks. Why did you dump the deal? Now you are saying it should have been given to HAL. Why didn't you give it to them? You were in the driving seat at that time. You took a decision in favor of Rafale based on trials and all other inputs that came to you. Why are you now saying that you shouldn't have taken Rafale? I mean, all these only raise doubts on the people who are putting it out today. It's sad, it's unfortunate, and speaks very badly of all people who are saying this. There are stronger words I can use, but I don't want to use them. I think it is downright silly to be using names for the chiefs who are going to lead the war for the nation. It is, and I find it is being taken as a joke. This is a laid down procedure. People have gone through that procedure. A piece of equipment has been identified as per the norms laid down. Why are you blaming the armed forces? Is it because you want to show that you will be safe by blaming the armed forces? Or there is something wrong where you are concerned? I would like to believe that.
Drag the armed forces?
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Let me quote you an example of maturity. Babu Jagjeevan Ram was the defense minister. A case went up to him where somebody from the Army Service Corps, a Major General, the recommendation was that he should be court-martialed for something that must have happened at that time. Those who know Babu Jagjeevan Ram would also remember that he had a beautiful handwriting. When the file went up to him, he wrote, "I agree. However, the nation holds the armed forces in very high esteem. A court-martial will impact that high esteem, and therefore the officer should be told to leave the forces and go on voluntary retirement." I mean, we have leaders in this country who have done this. Great maturity, great foresight, great respect for the armed forces. And under him, the armed forces delivered in 1971. You assess it for yourself. You make assessment. You have seen this 4.5 years. Since I am part of the government, I will not make a comment on that. A nation which does not respect its martyrs and soldiers will never go ahead. Take any great nation. And let me again quote you an example. After First World War, the soldiers were despised in France. People started putting up things outside the restaurants. Soldiers and dogs not allowed. What happened in Second World War? The moment Germans attacked, the army collapsed. France went under Germany. Britain, they looked after their soldiers, they gave them the respect. They won them the war. That is the difference.